the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental, also the spiritual, and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. RPX.
Chill. Yeah, baby, we are in here today. I'm fucking like on this, crazy high. Like, it's like this, I don't know, it's this awesome, emotional, I don't want to say roller coaster because it's not. Like, I'm up there, I'm up. I'm happy, elevated. Anyway, if you are just tuning in, this is the X Radio, where you can find us here on Glockaware every Thursday night at 6 p.m. And this month, the month of August, of course, we're doing things different, as I always say. We have a co-host for each month. This month, the guy's out there. Whenever he gets back here, I'm going to introduce him, but when he gets back here, then we'll talk. We have Tuna from Bullyproof Boxing. And, we're just talking. We're having conversations because we need to have conversations here in this world. A lot of people have things that are unsaid. And, we like to have thought-provoking shit happen here. So if you are tuned in to the audio, go ahead and check us out on YouTube. We are live. So go to YouTube, type in Glockaware, and hit the live link. Check us out. See what gear I got on today. And
hold up. I don't see no shield. I'm just messing with you.
Listen.
Just messing with you, bro. Look. We in the hood. Engines. We in the hood. Engines. So you know what it is.
Engine.
Yeah, engines. We in the hood. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, Rose. I'm sorry. You can proceed.
That's all right. We're in there. We're in there, Tune. What's up? Mm-hmm. How you doing? It's Thursday. It's awesome.
Yeah, another productive week. You know what I mean? We got kind of locked in mentally right now. We got a fight coming up, so we fighting in like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from Saturday. So just a little.
Where can folks buy tickets if they're interested?
Well, I will have the information. I'm still waiting on the date. It's either going to be in Reading, PA, or it's going to be in Mays Landing, New Jersey. So I know you, Jersey, and I know your peoples is out that way, Jersey. So might be something you can attend, but we're just waiting for the location and everything now. Just waiting on the final,
all right, well, stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's another window. That's what we're looking for. We didn't celebrate the last win because I was telling my fighter we expected that. We expected to win, so it's not.
He said that was like a given right there.
Well, no, that's the process. That's what we work for. We work for the W. We work for the the left column, the win column, not the loss column. So. Young boy understood that. We talked. It was like, and like he really locked in right now. He focused. Like he mad at me right now. He real grimy. He ain't had a haircut in a month. He woofing. He beating the brakes off people and sparring. So this is what you want to. This is what you want to see as the coach. You want the fighter to be mad.
Right.
But
wait, what's the psychology behind that? Why they got to be mad?
Well, this is one of the closest things you're gonna get to the war. This is actual physical combat, so you have to have that mentality. Like, listen,
gorilla,
we ready to go in. So that's just the mentality. You know what I mean? It's controlled aggression. So you understand that. Listen, bro, we coming to win. So like I said, we don't celebrate because we expect to win.
I like that, controlled aggression.
Well, that's what boxing is. Boxing is controlled aggression. It's like I tell parents when I train their kids, like even if your kid doesn't make it in boxing, he'll have the attributes to be successful in life. Discipline, focus.
Yeah.
These are things you need because you won't be successful without them. You ask anybody, like you take Toucan, you ask anybody that has built something, it takes that. It takes success. I mean, it takes focus. It takes discipline. It takes compartmentalizing and keeping negativity away from you while you focus on your goals.
Facts.
This is why, fighters are not intimate during training camps, during fights.
Now, question about that, right?
Yes.
So if you're in a relationship, what is, and you live with the lady, man, whichever, like how do you just remain peaceable? Because some people don't have peaceable situations. Like, hey, I'm a fighter, I gotta be peaceable.
Well, let me say this.
Take your bullshit elsewhere. Like, what do you do?
Well, whatever profession you're in, and it's funny you say that because like I wanted to segue into like speaking on dating and relationships and things of that nature, because no matter what you do for a living, if your partner's not peaceful, then that's not going to be conducive to you being successful.
And it's not just
no, it's anything you do.
peaceful.
Okay.
I mean, they have to also be, I feel, and I didn't always feel this way, they have to be on your level, man. Like, you gotta come to the party with what I'm coming with or better.
Well, compatibility is an asset in any situation. This is why a lot of times when people say, "Oh, I was with a nothing ass nigga," or
But you chose that.
That's what I was gonna say. When you're with a nothing ass nigga or a dude will say, "I'm with a nothing ass female," that's compatibility because you're not really about shit. So
Right.
this is why you and this person are together.
Right,
So
right.
in any situation,
yeah, your vibes connected, and you were on that wavelength at one time. But maybe you leveled up and decided this ain't for me. But a lot of people won't leave that situation alone because they have time in, or they got kids, or they got whatever.
It's not really that. A lot of times, from a male standpoint, they they won't leave the female because they're too focused on who hitting next.
That's true too.
That's basically what it comes down to. They
That's true too.
Because I know dudes that'll be in a sexless situation and just to have the female still be around, just under the false impression that she's not with somebody else.
So is it that for the situation you're explaining, is it that if I can't have you, nobody else can mentality?
Clearly. Misery loves company also. Yeah, so if I can't have you, so, yeah, I mean, men,
not cool.
I always tell men one of the strongest features on a man is your back, because you have to have the ability to walk away from a woman and keep going, and she has to be able to see that. She has to know that I date women, and whenever a woman, because women always do this, let me see your phone. Oh, I gladly give it to them. Here, take it. They all
Don't get your feelings hurt though.
No, but if I like you, for instance, like I'm seeing a good friend of mine now.
Hello, good friend.
She played ball. What up, B? She played pro ball. You know what I mean? So she's focus driven like me. But she gave me the phone test. Oh, let me see your phone, and I gave it to her. She's like, oh, you got a lot of girls in here, and I was like, yeah, but they're just pictures right now. But if you don't act right, they're possible replacements.
Do you feel when you do that that is a threat?
No, it's not a threat. It's just as a man, I'm letting a woman know that I have options. So if I want to be with you, the few things that I require, I would like for you to do them. If not, then I'll find someone else to do them.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, well.
I say, hey, you know what? We talked about this. And if you ain't up for the challenge, there's somebody else more qualified that is willing.
Facts. Well, see, the thing is nowadays with the relationship situation, it's funny because I tell men all the time, the best way to meet a woman is organically, face to face. Like the dating apps and stuff like that.
That shit's weird.
I don't
right?
do that, but anybody that does it, I think that's a lazy way of meeting a woman.
That's for them. That's for them.
No.
Let's
It's
just say
for
that's
you.
for
It's
them.
for you. It's for
yeah.
you. But just with me, I want to see certain things initially. I
Right.
don't want to see. I don't want to try to decipher it through a filtered pic. I want
Right.
to see it right there.
And you
firsthand.
can cap, like online, you can cap all day long. You can even be somebody that you ever see that show where the catfish show? Yeah. So I mean, you could be completely somebody else that doesn't even look like this person and all that kind of shit. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
One of the main things with dating online is you don't have to be spontaneous. A person you can have a conversation with a person. You can have your man sitting right next to you and say, well, yo, she said this. What should I say next? Oh, well, you say this and respond. But when you're with a person face
That's
to
so
face,
whack. You're on the spot.
well, but you have to understand though that this is why most people date through apps nowadays.
Because they don't have no social skills.
and well, it's a lot of things too, and they don't have social skills, and they just don't have the confidence to stand right in front of a person and be who you are. So how you see people be in relationships for a year they never met? How the hell you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long distance shit.
yeah, we in a
or
relationship.
quote unquote.
You sending her money, and you never met her. So it's
Talk on the phone for hours every day.
because those people don't want to meet, because it's easier to be that way, because that's not who you really are. When you're face to face, you have to be who you are. Like I said, I'll meet a woman. I tell guys all the time, one of the best places to meet a female nowadays is the gym. Now, don't go to the gym to meet a woman,
right?
You go to the gym to enhance your workout, your mentality, your focus. These are all things that are therapeutic. But, you can meet women there. Yeah. But it's fine line.
Yeah, you're going to, at least, if you see them regularly, you know that they have discipline.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Because I see a lot of women, they come in the gym and they'll just walk on the stepper just to look over at everybody with a mask on. Nobody's wearing a mask anymore. They got a mask on with a baseball hat pulled down. They're on the top of the stepper, and they're just like they're the warden in a prison. They're just overlooking the whole thing.
But they show up every day to do it?
They're showing up every day for the validation. They're showing up for the attention from, gentlemen like me. They want to see if they still got it, so to speak. So, listen, nowadays in this era,
watch the ladies on the stepper, the warden ladies on the stepper.
This is for the men. This is for the men.
Are there men on the stepper doing the same thing?
I ain't checking for the men. So
I
know, they may be on the stepper. I ain't checking.
I'm sure there are men. Looking for whatever as well.
Well, okay. There are a few gym rules. Like you're in the gym. This is the difference between men and women in the gym. If a woman finds you attractive, she'll look. You have a lot of men that stare. You can't stare. That's now you're borderline creepy.
Now you're a creep, right?
Yeah, so you got to watch it in the gym. Like, okay, in the gym, like I said, the number one thing is to come in there, work out, work on yourself. That's number one. But you want to interact with just enough women where as though, because this is the thing about women. Women like men that other women like. So you interact with just enough women that other women see that. They see like, okay, he's personable, he has character, women like him, he interacts with women, they smile, he gets hugs, these are things that other women look for. Like I get this in the gym. So, but like I said,
I don't know if I'm looking for a Joe dude.
Well, like I said, you don't. But see, dude shouldn't be Joe.
Friendly is one thing.
Yeah, friendly is one. But Joe, we know Joe is another level of. Joe is clinginess and sickening.
But if you see a guy coming through and howdy doody and hugging everybody.
No. But see, like I said, notice what I said though. You interact with just enough women.
So what is enough? Like, what's the percentage?
Okay. Say like you got. We may have 40 to 50 women in the gym at a time.
You go to a busy gym.
Well, I go to the Planet Fitness of Bustleton and Cotman. It's like, this is like the United Nations of gyms.
Yeah,
you have all races of women. So, sometimes you don't even need a passport to meet a woman of a different culture. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you got a lot of women, maybe 40, 50, you can interact with 10% of those women. Because, like I said, the other 90%, oh, no, they're watching. But they're also seeing how you carry it. Like I said, if you're with every woman in the gym, now you're redundant, you're sickening. Damn, he would every time you look up here. Now you're getting that. So it's just enough women. Just enough where the other women, like I said, in my phone. So you gotta
interact just enough to pique their interest, is what you're saying.
Well, women.
You gotta make yourself seem valuable.
Women have to know they can be replaced in a relationship. Not that you're trying to replace them. But they have to, this helps keep them on their toes. Just like when a man knows if his lady is attractive, when she leaves out, it's a chance she might be just coming back to pick her shit up. And she might be like, listen, I'm saying, it all depends on who you deal with, Yeah,
but well, that
we live in a whore culture nowadays. I'm sorry, but it's a whore culture nowadays. It is. It's cool to be a whore.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Yeah, I know.
Like they coined the phrase thought and they made it cool, right? So we live in a different society for sure.
But we do know why that is because we spoke on that last week. Because women are, it's okay for a woman to let her daughter be a whore. Ain't no dad gonna co-sign. I have a daughter.
I just still don't understand why why a female is okay with that.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's very simple. Older women are competing with younger women. An older woman knows this. You 21 to 25. All right, my shorty, she 24, no kids. So an older woman is not going to tell her to treat me right because that older woman doesn't have that chance anymore. She still does. So go ahead and be a whore. Go ahead and wreck your life. Do like I did. Because you ain't going to have happiness. You think I'm going to be sitting up in this motherfucker miserable and your ass going to be happy? No. This is the problem. So older women, it's a dichotomy.
That's a weird mentality, man.
No, listen, that's the mentality, though. That's the mentality. Older women are competing with them. They don't even hold younger women accountable.
I'm going to put my young bucks on. Like, you see what I'm saying?
You're an aberration. That's the word for the day, aberration.
I'm going to tell them what is what. I'm going to be straight up. I'm going to point it out. I'm going to use, but I do that with
So are you going to tell them to respect men and give them a chance?
If the man presents himself proper.
Okay. Yeah. But see, this is the thing, though. Like I said, remember we said last week, Rose, just imagine waking up every day and when you step out the house, the whole perception of you is don't like Rose no matter how good you think a person she is.
I can't worry.
Like her.
I don't got time to worry about what other people think. And I used to.
Well,
and it was damaging to your psyche. Like that's why there's children committing suicide over cyber bullying. People that they either know or don't know from the internet.
Yeah, that's why you come to Bullyproof Boxing. We're going to prevent all bullying.
Do that.
I'm going to teach you, look, I'll teach you keyboard defense if you're getting cyber bullied. So I'll teach you how to, slip a punch.
Virtual trainings. Is that a thing? For
virtual training won't be good in boxing because the way I teach
hands-on.
You see how I work.
Yeah.
I'm hands-on with you. I'm in the ring with you.
Right.
You throw a punch at me, I'm going to hit you with a body shot in the right hand so you see, oh, this shit worked. This is how the fighter picks it up the best. Like I said, my best fighter in the gym, I sparred him 7 rounds.
Right.
Because I showed him, like, young boy, I'm a Yagi. Like, you can't fuck with me.
Right.
I wouldn't fight him now 7 rounds. I sparred him about 2 years ago. He didn't win a round. I don't know about now, you know what I mean? I've taught him a lot, so be a tougher fight for me right
wax
now.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, but I cooked him, though, the first time we rumbled. 7 rounds. He didn't win 1. He'll tell you that to this day. So, but no virtual training because it's not like a Zoom call where you're verbally saying something to someone and they can jot it down. This is physical, so you have to have the person in front of you if they want to learn.
Understood.
No virtual, no.
Makes sense.
You guys show up to blow up.
So you got to show up in life, period, man.
We swallowing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like I
show
said,
up.
we
And
swallowing.
a lot of people just so complacent.
No, a lot of motherfuckers are lazy.
Yeah.
We live in a lazy ass culture nowadays too. I train kids and I'm like, yo, the parents want their sons or their daughters to look like top tier fighters, but I'm like,
I've seen these.
they can't run a half a mile.
I've seen the kids just sitting there playing with jump ropes and sitting on the side looking at stuff like, and you're like, yo,
get your ass to work. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, or you can go home.
You
Like, you want to go home? Like, that's cool with me too, because you're not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, I'm fair, but I'm stern. So I'm gonna make sure that the children have to understand that not everybody's going to coddle to them like their parents do, especially the men in the gym. The young boys, I tell them, I say, listen, bro, enjoy these moments right here because the older your ass get, the less they care. So enjoy these moments. So, the older you get as a man, you usually only hear from people when they need you. The more you get older as a man, you only hear from them when they need you. You don't really get too many things reached out to you and presented to you. You hear from people when they need you to help them in situations. The older you get as a man.
I'm gonna ask you directly. Why do you always? Because you are a man. Why do you only think that these things happen to men?
Because society nowadays is built to not like men. Simple as that. A man, all right, for instance, you take a woman's standards. You got to have this. You got to do this. You got to be this. You got to do. It'll be a laundry list of them. Men are not allowed to have those standards anymore. We get spoke out on.
Why?
Because we live in it. Well, let me say this. I can't speak on all races, but in the black race is prevalent because women are trying to be leaders. They're not. This is why most of them need therapy, because you're trying to take on a role that's not built for you. If you're estrogen filled, you can't do a job that's testosterone needed. You're an emotional character. You can't be a leader.
What about the cocaine queen? Like, how'd she make it out here? You know, especially in the drug game.
She made it by learning from men and shutting up and listening. That's how she made it. Yeah. See, the problem in our race is very simple. We can't get our women to be quiet. See, I don't want to say shut up because they take it as, oh, you got to shut up. Yeah, you shut up. You talk too much. Black women, you got to fall back. You can't want a man to do his job when you feel like it. Let him do the job all the time. Not when you don't feel like doing it, or you mad, or you having a bad day, or, oh, I need you to take it. Let him take care of that all the time. That's a problem in our race, especially black men. We've always been the target. So nowadays, what the powers that be did was they got our women to go against us. That's what they did. So now, this is why you see the friction in our community. This is why I was telling you about gynocratic duality, women wanting to be men. A black woman will respect a transgender man more than she will respect a straight man.
That's ridiculous.
Because, but see, understand
I can't
something.
even take you serious.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I studied gynocratic duality. Like I said, the black woman admires the transgender man because he can be masculine yet feminine. This is what they want. They want to be able to, oh, fuck you, nigga, da, da, da. And then, hey, baby, it's Valentine's Day. Get the fuck out of here. No, we're not doing that. If you can't be feminine and be a woman all the time, don't do it when it's beneficial to you.
So how do you feel about women as entrepreneurs and boss ladies, as they say?
Okay, I'll give you an example. I ran a major drug organization. Me and a few good friends of mine. I met my girlfriend at McDonald's. She wasn't in line with me. She was in the drive-through. I'm coming through the drive-through. She's attractive. I liked her. Natural beauty, no makeup, none of the, natural. I liked her. Said, yo, I'll come back and get you at 10 o'clock. And what time you get off work? I get off at 10. I'm gonna come back and pick you up. She looking like, you gonna come back and get me? Yeah, I'm gonna come back and get you.
Yeah, I am.
Like, I'm in an $80,000 whip, $15,000 Rolex on. But I'm still attracted to her. Not what she can do, how many hours she can work. Ladies, a man that has his shit together, we don't care about your money. Why would I want you working 12 hours a day and then you come home and you can't have sex? You tired. I'm tired. You know how long I work today? Sit your ass down. I told you, as a man, I only want two things, peace and pussy. I'm sorry to say it that way, but when I'm dealing with a woman, I let her know, you don't got to do a lot of things for me.
No, Tune, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Because when you're self-sufficient, you don't need anything else.
Man, I don't want you working 24 hours. No, what the hell I want that for? Let me tell you something. The females that work in Walmart, shop right, they the ones that's going to win in the end. Because they're not on social media living a lie. I'm this. See, the problem with black women is you got to stop wanting to be a bad bitch.
Well, I have a problem with that anyway.
No, be a
respectful woman.
Black women. When you're choosing your man, when you're choosing a mate that you like, his swag and his sexual prowess in bed should be part of the criteria. It shouldn't be the only criteria. I'm sorry to say, but most of our women make bad choices in men because they choose them off of how well they knocking their back out in bed. He can be a complete scumbag.
Oh yeah, they just want their head knocked off. That's true.
But then they'll complain 10 years later and say, oh, he wasn't shit.
But it's because they're choosing them for the wrong reasons. Or
Absolutely.
A lot of, what can you do for me? A lot of women, and it bothers the shit out of me. What can you do for me? Sis, what can you do for yourself?
Well, I always ask men to ask women a very simple thing. Because I always ask women that I date this simple thing. What do you want from a man? Most of them don't even know. See, they'll give the answer that the last 5 girls gave. Oh, you gotta be 6 feet tall, dark skin, 6 packs, things, all that dumb shit. But you just heard the previous 5 women say that. You sit a woman down face to face in a setting and you ask her what she wants, they don't know. They don't know. Because the mother, remember I told you, the mom at home, she's not teaching them respect. She's not teaching, yo, you're a lady, go out here and garner respect from men, you'll get the best man. No, she's waking up being taught, these niggas ain't shit, you better watch it. I took a girl out one time, and her mom came down the steps and was like, girl, don't put that outfit on. You know, you remember you got a big butt, that's your meal ticket. This is what the mom told her.
So she wanted her ass out.
Well, no, she was basically saying, don't put it out too soon for me. Because it was her meal ticket. But mom didn't know. Just from her making that statement, I cut her daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't no fucking meal ticket.
Because that's right.
I take her to dinner and knock her brains out, but I'm not a meal ticket.
Right.
So, but what I'm saying to you is mom telling her this. Girl, don't just be giving that booty away, girl. That's your meal ticket. No, nothing about respect yourself, get a good man. None of that. You look, our women are too enamored with being cute. That's all the fuck they worry about. I'm cute. I'm cute.
But there's
cute.
women, there's men,
We
and
cute.
they thrive off likes.
But we got to stop lying to them because a lot of them not cute.
That's so true.
A lot of them is unattractive as shit. They smugly, and they like, oh yeah, we cute.
Yeah.
But looking like fucking like.
My credit, what I give people credit that do that, I'm like, in their world, into their own situation, in their head, they're the shit. And I'm gonna let them be the shit because I'm with you. Like a lot of them, it's like maybe you're just not my cup of tea, or maybe you might need some work. But
they only do it for one reason.
Swear they're the shit.
But they only do it. But see, this is the thing. I'm not gonna fully blame them. It's a 50-50 thing.
People are co-signing that they're the shit.
No. The lame ass men gotta stop validating them. Come on, fellas. Come on.
But they're in the same category though, too.
So I don't care.
It's that vibe that connects.
But I'm
they're on the same level.
But I'm telling men, this is a part of us pulling our culture back out of our culture is done. So to pull us out of the abyss, this will help us. With men you got to be able to ignore. Listen, I will be in the gym. It'll be 5 badass women on each side of me. I mean, they all dubs. But I'm ignoring them. I'm focused on the work. I'm not, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, you need help with that? Staring at them. No.
But that's not what you're there for. So you'd be a creep if you were.
No, but what I'm saying to you is that the women have this false sense of arrogance now because of the lameness in the men. The men are validating them. If men ignored them, they wouldn't act that way.
So such as the type of woman where you open the door and they're like, I got a boyfriend. Like, what? I was just opening the door.
Yeah.
that type of weirdness.
Or you say good morning.
Hello or good morning.
But once again, let me say this, and I hate to say this, I usually encounter that negativity from my women, the black woman, because I've dated out my race. They're not better. They're not perfect. I've dated Asian women, white women, Latino women. I've dated out my race. They're not better. They're not perfect. They just problem solve a little differently. They handle situations. For instance, I dated an Asian female, right? Even when she had a bad day and she didn't feel like it, it was presented in a nice way. Hey, how you feel today? Oh, I don't really feel like it. I'm having a bad day.
She put a bow on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? As a man, I gave her a space.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh, man, fuck this. I didn't have to keep asking her what's wrong.
Right.
And she couldn't tell me, but she was giving me vitriol. No. I'm having a bad day today. I just don't really feel like it. I'm not into it. Okay, cool. Cool.
She was in control of her emotions in that circumstance.
No, she wasn't bitter. She wasn't bitter and angry.
Okay, but that's still being in control of your emotions.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't really like to dress a lot of things up sometimes because then I need people to get the message head on. So I don't really dress a lot of things up. I try to get a point to you directly. Even when I'm speaking to a child, I'm going to be respectful. That child is going to know I care about them, but they're going to get the message. Because you got a future, man, and it can be fucked if you don't listen. You know what I mean? You're not a leader. I'm trying to help you become one. I have people that rely on me to help them. That's leadership. So Even when I was in the streets, I never gave the young boy a gun without him seeing me put the work in first. It's an awkward way of leadership, but that was still leadership too. Because young boy, you ain't gonna think I'm sweet and you think you're gonna turn on me. So I'm gonna take you with me so you see what I do before I ask you to do anything.
It's like it's the man, the quote unquote manager. I can't ask the worker to do anything that I'm not going to do myself.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's just what it is. It's true leadership. Like I said, I wake up every day with the intentions of helping my people. I always do that. Like I said, it's something called zakat. In Islam, it's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. You know what I mean? So I just try to live by that. Just trying to help someone every day genuinely and not doing it with, I haven't had a bad day in over 18 years. My daughter's 18. I haven't had a bad day since my daughter was born, so I don't do bad days. And anybody that's trying to make me have a bad day, I just advise you to get away from me. You might have a problem. Yeah, I don't do bad days, no. Now, I've had a few individuals that try to make me have a bad day.
There's always going to be somebody.
No, but then I'll snip that shit off, and then a person will know, like, I don't want him to have a bad day no more. Yeah. Then it can be repercussions behind it. So, we don't do that. We peaceful. You're always peaceful if you fully know what you're capable of doing. See, now when you're not sure what you can do to a person, then you feel as though you have things to prove to motherfuckers. But when you got to pull a gun out.
So I want to go back to the let's go back to the
not that you should
boss situation. So how do you feel about woman entrepreneurs being boss ladies?
Something. How you doing? Okay. It's okay, but it prevents the building of the black community. Because when the black woman is taking on that role, she's not thinking family building. She's thinking,
why?
Oh, this me and my shit. This what I got, and I don't need no man. You still do. So I'm not really with the boss entrepreneur, and I'm not really with as a man.
So what should I do for work, Tune?
Okay, no, I'm going to explain to you. For instance, I dated a female, and she did hair. Mm-hmm. So me liking her, my intentions were, okay, boo, we're going to get you a salon, put you in a position where even if you're a boss and you're working, that's some part-time shit. You ain't doing 10 and 12 hours killing yourself. Because I still want to be pleased.
But if you have your business in line and you have proper businesses, you have passive income and these types of situations. I'm not talking about slaving for hours a day, because there is going to be a period of sacrifice. Just like fighting. You have to train. You have a period of intense training. Same thing when you're getting businesses up and running and so on and so forth. But once you properly have everything in place, within reason, they can run themselves. If you have that type of business. Not all businesses run that way.
Well, usually boss women, they're not feminine. That's major. If you ain't feminine,
when you say not feminine, explain. I need to know.
Come on. Now.
I need to hear it. They need to know.
Who's naturally, genuinely leaders? Men. Men do. Remember, like I told you before, feminism made women go work because women thought it was equality, but it was really the government just wanting to tax their ass.
But that's here in this system. If you go back, go way back. We talking Egyptian days. There was a woman, right?
Yeah, but they wasn't working like that, man. They were still under the leadership of a male. Even if they had a certain role, they still were under the leadership of a male. They still did their requirements as a woman. They were feminine, not, I'm out here, I'm going to do this, and we don't want all that.
But do you agree they were powerful? They had prestige and they were powerful. They held a position.
Honestly, we really don't know. That's just something that we read and that we were taught to
believe. Yeah, we weren't
believe.
alive then. That's
we
true.
were taught to believe that. So I don't believe that they went from strong back to feminine. Now we're trying to be strong again. No, I believe that whole time when there was unity, people grew, society grew, cultures grew. It was because women weren't trying to be men. They weren't trying to be bosses. No.
Do you think that's an American thing? Because in America,
clearly American thing.
Yeah, because well, I'm not going to say just America. but because there's other countries and cultures where the woman does not have privileges.
No, but women don't understand that. Like I said, the boss and equality thing was only so you could pay taxes. It's not about you being a boss. It's about we can tax you. Because when the woman was at home being a housewife, she couldn't get taxed. They only could tax one demographic in the family, and that was the man. So what did they do? They said, we're going to give the woman equality. Yeah, women, go work. Go be successful. That wasn't about you being a boss. That was about we hitting them pockets. That's all it comes down to, just like with child support. For every dollar that child support get, the government gives them $1. That's the only reason why they push child support.
Okay, but that comes with the income, right? So any income that's brought in on top of the table in the United States is taxed. So that's just period. Man, woman, doesn't matter. So what should I do for work? I shouldn't be an entrepreneur.
No.
What should I do?
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? So me and you married and we have a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's nurturing? Who's doing it? Who's raising the now? Remember now, these bosses, right? And these boss women, they not raising their kids at home. That's why the kids fucked up.
Listen, I was a nanny, and I experienced this personally. Mm-hmm. And one of the things was I worked corporate, and I said once I had my son, I said I was intentionally going to go back to work, and then once I had him, I said, hey, the amount of money that I'm making, which was a very nice salary, I said is not worth it for to pay somebody else to raise my kid.
Yeah, that's your job.
So, yeah, exactly. So I felt, I decided to stay home. After a period of time, I said, okay, I need some income. I became a nanny, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I was able to bring my son along, so that was cool, right? Mm-hmm. I was still in control of that situation. But these people, they were a lovely family. However, in my eyes, they were very, very busy with their work because they had high-pressure paying jobs. Mm-hmm. And here they are paying me pretty much to raise their children. And their children had behavioral problems because of that.
Mm-hmm. All type of emotional issues.
Right.
Now, as far as, now, let me say this too about being a boss. I ran a cleaning company. When you're a boss, you sign the front of the check, not the back. The employee signed the back of the check. You endorse the front. So if you're selling sea moss, eyelashes, and wigs, you're not a boss. Now, you have a business that you're trying to grow, but don't label yourself a boss. No. There are a lot of women that may have an entrepreneurial field that they're in, but that don't make you a boss.
What makes you a boss?
When your ass are in hiring employees.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, for instance, I ran a cleaning company. I had 8 contracts. I hired people. People worked for me. That's a boss.
That is a boss.
Yeah. And even then, right, I don't like using that word because that's just, to me, boss is a term that broke niggas use nowadays. Just like the bag. You're never going to hear me saying shit like that. Yo, I'm getting the bag and all that. No, nigga,
you wearing
broke.
Fake chains. I'm a boss. I don't got no money in the bank. I'm a boss.
Those are internet terms that broke motherfuckers use. I'm a boss in the bag. I don't use those B words. So, like I said, I actually had employees. That's a boss.
Okay.
You have people work for you. You're paying them.
That's true. So what should I do for work?
Okay, let me ask you this. Because there always comes a time where everyone's an Indian where your goal is to be a chief.
Yeah.
But you have to be an Indian. Like I was an Indian for years. Decades I was an Indian. So my thing is I always ask people, I don't have to take vacations because everything that I do that people consider work is fun. Because I'm doing what I want to do.
Right. You make your schedule. You don't need to take a vacation from life.
No, absolutely. So what do you like to do?
Oh, I know what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is you're saying women being an entrepreneur, being this, having businesses, having this, that, and the third is too much. If we were in a relationship, that would be too much. So what would be ideal? You're saying this is not good for me. I want to know your opinion on what it is.
Being feminine, being with a man that's trying to make your life easy. Understand something.
So I shouldn't do something for myself to get myself there?
No.
That's what I want to understand. I want to understand the dynamic.
I'm not saying don't do anything for you. See, don't do that.
That's why I'm
being a ventriloquist, Rose. Don't do that.
I'm trying to clarify because you're saying women hold a position and you don't like them being bosses because that's too much time, yada, yada. So I want to know what would be a good fit. Like, I shouldn't be an entrepreneur, and I shouldn't be one of those BOSS people, because that's
Okay.
not
right.
fitting for a woman.
No.
Okay.
Can you balance it?
Yeah.
You can?
I do it every day too.
Oh, okay, so no, but I'm saying like, okay, remember though, the key
Or maybe you should say not everything's for everybody.
the word for the day is aberration. If you can do that, you're not, aberration means you're not, that's not the norm.
Okay.
You're an aberration.
Well, we know where I'm not the norm. I prove it every day.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, so
I left my pot holders home. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I mean,
But I mean, nah, like, no. Like I said, put it this way.
So?
The female. Okay, go. I'm gonna say.
no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like the female I dated.
That's
like
where
I said,
I was going with
she
that.
initially she worked in McDonald's.
Mhm.
Okay, we dated. Okay, now we're still. We had a house together up 72nd and Broad.
Mhm.
We're staying together. She's still going to McDonald's, still working.
Mhm.
And then eventually one morning I was just like, yo, just get them that uniform back. You done with that. You don't gotta do that no more. Like, so I don't really see.
That's awesome and admirable. But what happens when you two break up and she doesn't have a bank account?
But that's being no, you're being negative. When we break up.
No, I'm asking.
But
Are you still together? No. So then what happened, right?
She's living her life. I'm living mine.
But she was living with you at the time, and you told her quit your job. I got you, babe, and that's cool. But then what happens after at the split up? What does she have at that point?
Well, this is why you don't get married, because then you can leave with you don't need no lawyers involved. No, I'm just kidding though. But I'm just saying though, like when we split up, it just didn't work out. But
no, but I'm saying now she doesn't have a job. She doesn't have her own place because she's living with you.
No, I actually left and I left her. Though. She
oh, okay. Then she's cool. She was cool.
Yeah, I left. She got a place. I left. But
see that everybody's not gonna do that, Tune. Some people gonna be like, get your shit and get out.
No. See, you'll be surprised. A lot of men will do that, but the men nowadays, ladies, I've
always been the one to do that.
Ladies, this is.
I take my stuff and I leave.
No, this is important. Ladies have to understand something. Ladies, this is a big problem that you guys don't understand, or you guys are just ignoring. The men you deal with nowadays that are so-called not leaders and not men and may not hold the standards like me, you do know why that is, right?
Why do they deal with them?
No. Do you know why the men are like this, basically being emasculated? Do you know why the men are emotional nowadays? Why Philly got so many bodies? Why niggas is killing over arguments?
To Tuna from Bullyproof Boxing, it's because they're raised by
women. Yes, women
who are not capable.
Women, yes.
Emotionally capable.
Women, let me tell you something. You used to have the husband, now you have the son-bin.
Yeah,
women are raising their fucking sons as their husbands. This is what black women do.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen a person say, "This is my best friend." How can that be your best friend? Your kid is 12 years old.
I see mothers arguing with the son's baby mom, talking about, no, he with me. Ma, take your ass home. This nigga's grown. Okay, but this is the problem. Hold on, this is the problem though. The men nowadays that are weak, not leaders, don't take on the role as men, are being raised by black women. That's the problem. You're not teaching them to be a man. This nigga 30, he's still living in the basement.
You don't even know how. You don't even allow him in the kitchen. I've seen that.
No. Not only that, he shot 3 niggas last weekend. You know it.
Co-sign the shit.
So you gonna send him down south? No, fuck that. No, that's the problem with ladies. If you got a problem with the men nowadays and you saying, oh, they this and they that, go thank your female counterparts. They fucking raising them. That's the problem.
I've said that before.
No, dead ass. That's the problem. I'm not scared to say it. That's the problem. Black women are taking on roles that they're not built for. You help with the family, the nurturing. Not, like I told you before, like I said last week, the black man didn't quit his job. He got fired. He was told, I don't need you. How the fuck is that abandonment? Somebody explain to me how you're told you're not needed, but you abandoning your family. The Monahan Report, one of the documents black women do not want anyone to read. because this clearly depicts how they chose government assistance over family structure. You ain't getting the assistance if. Do you know that when they first started that, they would randomly do pop-ups? You couldn't even have a male pair of shoes in the house. If the shoes were over a certain size, they were checking to see if a man was. They didn't want to hear your son was 13, he wore size 11. They didn't want to hear that shit. They looking for a man. So women decided, no, you know what? I can have my own shit. But I got to tell the kid that he left because I can't look bad. You know what I mean? Kids get older, they reach out to their dads and they learn the truth. I'm tired of all this deadbeat dad shit. Black men are not abandoning their families.
Some of them are.
Rose.
Yo,
No, let me
some of them are.
Rose. In any group or demographic, just like in Islam, you're going to have good and bad.
Yeah.
Just like with the police, good and bad.
That's where balance
just like with black men, good and bad.
Yep.
But like I said, the narrative has been, okay, this is the dichotomy. 10% good, 90% bad. No, it's 90% good, 10% bad. And those that are bad, ain't nobody gonna say that they ain't learned shit from their black mom. See, ain't nobody gonna say that shit. They just gonna say he ain't no good. Okay, who taught him? Oh, he was with a single mother. Yeah, but don't nobody say shit about that. Because the whole thing is blame the black man. He's strong, he can take it. Blame him. We have been the target since the beginning of time. We've been in the scope. See that public enemy symbol? That's a black man in that fucking scope. So what the powers that be did said, we got to break the chain of the black family. So whenever you break a chain, do you start with the strongest link or the weakest one?
You're only as good as your weakest link.
When you're breaking a chain, do you start with the strongest link or the weakest one?
The weakest one.
All right, then. So that's what they did. She the weakest link. You know what? Damn, it's a strong possibility. She may actually sell her motherfucking family out to be on our side, and that's what she did. This is why there are so many bodies in Philly. I ran the Sunshine Inn Hotel. There's not too many $1 million drug blocks in Philly left. Kensington, the Badlands, they do $1 billion a year. They're in a different stratosphere. But them motherfuckers is organized down there. Even all that chaotic shit, they're organized. So these killings in Philly ain't over drug blocks. This ain't over money. That PPP shit over, right? If you're above water now, you doing good. Everybody was balling 2 years ago, right? Right? Everybody was up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're able to stay above water and swim now, you're doing good because a lot of motherfuckers done drown. So, it's just a big problem because, like I said, leadership has levels to it. Other races of women, do you know why they happy? Do you know why they at peace? Because they fall back and let their man be the leader. And this is the craziest.
I don't listen to like it's like you. I'm just gonna say, the way you present makes it seem like, first of all, everybody is in charge of their own personal happiness. My happiness is not dependent on my mate.
Anybody that takes it in a negative way is a negative person. Like I said, this is around us in society. What other race of woman have you heard stand up on a mountaintop and say, I don't need no man?
I don't know.
I know. See, Rose, you have to understand something. To a degree in this conversation, you gotta be politically correct.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly. I don't.
I don't.
Rose, if we were speaking on the Caucasian race and things that went on in their race and shit you may have seen that I didn't see.
But I don't segregate. I really don't segregate.
Rose, it's not segregation.
It is, because
Rose,
man and woman.
Rose.
No.
How can I go in your house and tell you your shit junkie if my house fucked up? No, as a black man, I'm holding my fucking people accountable. Rose, who dying at the highest rate in this fucking city?
Black men.
All right then. So as a fucking black man to get my black ass the fuck up every fucking day of my life and try to help my fucking race, you telling me I ain't supposed to speak the fuck out?
No, you can speak.
All right then, and that's what the fuck I'm doing. Black people, we fucking dying. We have no respect as a race because nobody's teaching this shit. Get a bag. Oh, you cute. Oh, yeah, he a stepper. Man, get the fuck out of here. This Philly. When the fuck did Philly ever want to be another city? Niggas wanted to be us. Niggas want to be Chicago now, steppers, drillers. And man, we didn't do that. When you were in Philly and you went other places, you were looked at as a fucking, oh, dang, you from Philly? And you from North Philly? They loved us. Now our city is looked at as, me personally, damn, we got a lot of bitch ass young boys. Come to my fucking gym. We gonna lock the door, cut your motherfucking phone off. We gonna lace these gloves up, and you gonna get any transgression you got out like a fucking man. I carried a 30-shot Mac. I put it the fuck down and rumbled niggas. That's what we did when we came up.
Yeah.
We never took a man's life for a fucking argument in an emotional level.
Right.
Now, we took care of your ass if we was protecting our fortress. That's something totally different, though. And even when we did that, we moved a certain way. We did homework. We studied niggas. Yo, okay, this what time he come in the crib. This what time he leave. Okay, he's solo when he doing this.
Still,
yeah.
And it depended on the violation.
And it depended on the...
Yeah.
It's just like in a relationship. I tell a shorty all the time, Ma, it's only cheating if you come back. If you fuck another nigga and you keep moving, you ain't cheating, boo.
You left.
You left. You left. Ladies, if your man leave and he don't come back, that don't make him a no good nigga. He might just be seeking peace and your ass ain't providing it. So it'd be a lot of shit where, oh, this nigga ain't shit. He left. He did this. The average female, as soon as she get comfortable, she stop fucking. How the fuck you a man, you out here taking care of all it, and you can't get no cheeks?
Yo.
Come
Men
on,
do
man.
that too, Tune.
Men do
This
what?
is not bullshit.
Men
we
do
have
what?
we have somebody in the corner.
No,
over
hold
there.
on.
Listen.
Men do what? Elaborate. Men do what?
Men will get comfortable and do the same shit you just said.
How many men are sitting around saying, I don't want to hit my wifey?
No, I'm not saying
Come
that.
on, son.
No, hold up.
Come on.
It's not that they don't want to hit, but like you said, other things start getting in the way. It doesn't become
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me tell you what gets in the way. The level of attraction. Because when women ass get comfortable, they get frumpy. Yo, damn, Ma. You ain't bringing it like you was bringing it when we was first dating the first 6 months. Oh, I'm comfortable now. You don't want me? Go find somebody else. What the fuck? Come on, young boy. Keep it tall. Keep it a glass of water, bro. Keep the shit nonfiction in the dictionary. Come on, bro. We don't be the niggas saying we don't want to fuck.
Yo,
Come on, son.
there's niggas out here that like, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that,
Come
I'm whatever.
on.
Like, yo.
And he gonna still bust
See?
it. Listen, hold on. But let
I
me say
had
this.
another
Let me say-
lady in
let
the
me-
house that said the same.
Wait, come here then. What you
She
say?
co-signed me.
So what? No, she shook her head and walked
Yo,
away. She didn't co-sign nothing.
If you
She
want
had
to
no $10.
co-sign, sis, go ahead and get the wire.
Man, listen. Let me tell you something about
Co-sign.
co-sign. Hold on. Let me tell you something about co-signing. If you co-sign, be able to elaborate and speak thoroughly and come to a conclusion on what you're saying. Don't just say the shit to agree with somebody. Because everything that I've said, I have spoken on why I feel this way. Niggas ain't getting no cheeks. A woman will stop having sex and then say you foul because you fuck somebody else. That don't make no goddamn sense. Oh, you ain't no good. You slept with her. Ma, you ain't hit in 3 months.
You're not holding your end of the bargain, babe.
But look, but then you know what's gonna be? I work 10 hours a day. Stop the ball shit. Why are the other races of women so happy and they ain't bosses? They ain't peaceful as shit.
But
I
is
interact
that
with them.
reality or is that perception?
No, that's dead ass reality. I interact with foreign women every single fucking day of my life. And then you know in the interactions, they're always happy. They with they man. They're like this. Do you know I have other foreign men, or other races of foreign men? You know what they say? Bro, I feel bad for you, bro. Your relationship shit, bro. Y'all shit in shambles. I've had foreign men say this to me.
Because of your race?
Because of the shit we gotta deal with our women. Why the fuck you gotta fight?
Listen, I'm going to go back and say this. And yeah, we already said the PC shit. Got it. But it's not just brown-skinned folks, bro.
Rose. Let me say this to everybody in the world that Glock aware, everybody listening. I'm not saying it's all races. I'm checking mama.
I hear you. I hear you. But it bothers me that you
It
get
shouldn't.
so
No.
intense because I've experienced a lot of these things.
Hold on.
And other people have too.
Hold on, stop for a second. How fucking nice and calm should I be if my fucking people's dying?
No, I mean,
They're
listen.
fucking killing kids, son.
I hear
Young
you.
boy, I'm supposed to be sitting here like, hey, everything.
No,
we
I hear
good. We straight. We good as a race. We fucking done. We're done. I'm supposed to sit here and be boisterous and joyful and gleeful. Fuck no.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, so what I'm saying is, like I said, other races, let me say this to our race. I don't think the other races are perfect. They got shit with them too. But they ain't fucking taking lives like we are. How many Mexican, you take a Mexican nigga in Home Depot right now, he might not even work today. He been in the baking hot ass sun in the lot, in the alley, in the parking lot,
Right,
trying to get work, right? I bet you when that motherfucker get home, he got a meal and he got peace. That's all the fuck we want as black men. We just want peace. What are we asking for that's so bad? Let me ask you this. How many times you walking in your daily walk through life, a black woman come up to you and say, hey, how are you today, and smile? Keep it tall. It's nothing against them, but how often do they do that? Now, don't you speak to black women? In general. Don't you speak to them? All the time. See, black women think we dislike them because we're speaking out as men. We don't dislike y'all, but what the fuck is wrong with me saying as a man, yo, this is what I work for. I have certain standards. It's not a lot. Why can't I just say what I want? You don't got to be, this ain't Ike and Tina. You don't got to eat no fucking cake in the limo. You don't got to do all that. But why, as a strong black man, I'm not allowed to say, yo, these are certain things that I may want from my woman. I may want you to do your laundry every week.
But you
I may want you to have your own hair and no eyelashes.
But I think that's where people in relationships go wrong because we have been conditioned through media, through rom-coms, through romance, through Cinderella, through Disney, through all that shit to play that role. So to be healthy and to be able to express your wants and needs, to be able to admit when you're wrong, to be able to allow that other person and yourself room to grow. I mean, it's not common. It's becoming better. But
do you have standards in a mate?
Yes.
You have standards in a mate.
Yes.
Do black women have standards in a mate?
I would hope so.
Okay, then. So why can't we have it?
You can.
All right, no. We can't. Because when we speak out on it and say the things we want, we narcissistic, we fucking this, and we're all the negative adjectives.
That's because you're talking to the wrong person.
No.
Yes.
Rose,
If you,
Rose,
yes.
Rose. What do you mean talking to the wrong person? What does that mean?
You're talking to people who can't even comprehend.
I'm talking to people that look like me.
They still
Who the fuck I'm supposed to talk to?
Don't listen.
Talking to people look like me.
It's not the right person.
Bullshit. They look like me. No. Young boy. Let me say something to you, young boy. I just met you last week. I don't even know your name. Ain't we in the same struggle? I don't even know you, young boy. We in the same struggle, right? So, as a black man that get my black ass up every day and help my motherfucking people, why the fuck can't I speak out on the shit I don't like? Because you know what? You know when black people help? When a police officer or somebody of another race kill one of us, then we march downtown. That don't mean you give a fuck. I give a fuck because I'm waking up every day and the number one thing I'm doing, I'm holding motherfuckers accountable for not doing. If you don't do your job, how long you gonna have it?
You're not.
All right, then. So then what the fuck is wrong with me saying to black people, we not doing our fucking job?
There's not.
All right, then, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to keep fucking doing it. If you don't like it, fuck you. I'm going to keep doing it. Because you know what? As long as I'm seeing my young brothers dying and killing our future, and I seeing our women cool to be whores that's killing our future, what the fuck we got to live for? So if somebody don't start to step the fuck up, a nigga like me that has the courage, then where the fuck we going? See, Rose, let me say something about this. Rose,
this is the
no, Rose,
the final
okay, all right.
But
Race, let me say this, though, Rose. Your race ain't in the downward spiral. They're not in the downward spiral, Rose. Our shit going down the toilet. Rose, keep it talking. Rose,
But
the laugh says it all. You know that.
No, because I do not agree to that. I don't agree to that, and I don't agree to that because I am in the culture
what race
and raise a
What race is in
black
bigger
male.
turmoil than the black race?
Listen,
Name me another race into more turmoil than the black race.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that people still need to be accountable for themselves. And you need to be accountable for who you entertain
Rose.
and what energies you take on.
A person will not take accountability if they think they're fooling you in the shit they're doing you're not aware of. So it takes me to speak out on the shit you're doing for you to even begin to think about accepting accountability. You won't get accountability. You know why? Because it's kind of pacifying. Oh, well, you know that. And me, I'm like this. No, direct. Yo, you fucking up. You're not doing your job. That's accountability. That's how you get results. Not, oh, well, you know, I think that. No, fuck that. We tried that in the 90s. We tried that early 2000s. It's 2022. We're dying like a motherfucker. So as a black man, I'm supposed to sit back. No, it's cool because we lit.
It's not cool and we're not lit.
Exactly.
We have problems out here that are beyond
but when you say, when you say we, what demographic are you speaking on? Because I'm speaking on my race.
I'm speaking we as a people, as a whole, and especially here in Philadelphia.
Nah.
Okay, Tune, final thought because we've run out of time.
No, we good. No, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the opportunity to, just express how I feel. I'm pissed off. And like I said, if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. Because I ain't dealing with you personally, but I'm going to let you know what the problem is in our race and why our race is fucked up. Because we female-led. That's simple as that. The I don't need no man statement killing us. Yes, there are fucked up black men, but there are fucked up men of every race. How many of the other fucking races get called out publicly?
I don't know.
None of them. None of them. We get called out. Because motherfuckers the most jealous of us because we got the most natural resources. We the most dominant. So we the target. So therefore, that's all it is. It's a setup for us, the black man, tear us the fuck down. So what they do, they get our most significant partner to help in that. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's systematic. That's true.
Yeah, but so is crack. True. Everybody ain't smoke it.
Nope.
Exactly. So like I said, once again, I'm not pacifying no bullshit because motherfuckers tight and they may feel a certain way.
But you shouldn't. You should never pacify somebody else if you don't believe in it.
I'm not going to. But bottom line is, like I said, I know we off next week because you got a little previous date.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to go to a concert.
Yeah, we're going to bring it back up on the 25th. But we fucked up, though. That's the bottom line with this topic today.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's a race we fucked up.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues. That's true.
Yeah, more issues than a fucking Sunday newsstand.
Yeah, facts.
No doubt. Yeah. But like I said, if you can't have a conversation without a fight and an argument, we're going to continue to be fucked up. You can sit him, young boy, if you make a mistake, I can sit you down and say, young boy, you fucked up, right? Yeah. And you're going to own up to it, right? Just like if I fuck up, I'm going to own up to it, right? We only have one demographic. We can't tell in our race that they're wrong, right? In our race, yeah. 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 I love black women. But if I can't tell you, Ma, the flaws that you have and the mistakes you're making and the things you're doing that's a detriment to us as far as growing, how the fuck we grow?
Well, she's the wrong John for you.
No, we're gonna Rose, it's not about dating. Rose, it's not about I'm trying to see her. What if she raising a family, her fucking kids ain't eating, but she twerking on TikTok? I ain't dating her, but as a whole, that's killing our race.
I agree.
Yeah, because a young boy gonna be emasculated and her daughter gonna be a hoe.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that don't mean I'm trying to fuck her, though. But like I said, black people, if you motherfuckers don't take accountability yourself and start looking in the mirror and stop doing this shit for vanity, I'm going to fucking check you.
Tune's going to check you. And then
you can come to the gym, bully-proof. And, we'll throw the gloves on. We can get in the ring. And we know we do it like men. We don't got to grab no guns.
Yeah, go ahead and book your session.
Beat you the fuck up and we still cool.
Bulletproof Boxing. Go ahead and check
join the gym.
Bulletproof Boxing 11.
Bulletproof Boxing 11 on Instagram. My YouTube channel, Bulletproof Boxing. The Bill Belichick of boxing. I train kids as young as 3, adults, women, kids, it doesn't matter. Black people, if you want to ever start getting your life in order, it starts with mental discipline and structure and focus. You got to start getting your fucking life right. I don't work out for vanity. I work out because this shit is therapeutic. So if you ever want to become a leader and get your life together, it all starts mentally and physically. So, you know, you come to me, I help you with those things, you know, so we can build our future, man, because we fuck. And I'm actually getting the fuck up and trying to make a difference so I can speak the fuck out. And once again, I don't care if you like it or not.
And until then, we will be back the last week of August.
Salute before I shoot.
Next week, I am taking a little hiatus for next week. However, we will be back. And if you ever missed any part of this episode or any other episodes, you can check us out.
She don't know. I'm going to be here next week by myself, still grinding y'all to fuck.
He might be.
I'm coming next week. Fuck it.
He might be.
I'm mad.
He might be.
I'm mad. No, but I'm not mad, though. I actually love you. That's why I'm telling you to get your shit together. Because I actually love you.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't hate you.
That's why I will tell people with love, like, listen, this is where this is not working. You need to do something different. But if you missed any part of this episode, you can go ahead and go to YouTube, type in Glockaware, and hit the latest episode of the X Radio. And like I said, we'll be back the last week of August to finish up with Tuna from Bulletproof Box.
We in the hood like engines.